pillars or the sides.
And it looks like game's about to begin. I'm going to head and introduce everyone. On Agatha, we have Super Friends, who are bringing Peasant, Daytall the Fluffy, Goliashu, Feverline, the last sandwich on Earth, and Owl Exterminator to the game. On the Mason side, we have Hyperion with Happiness in a Bookstore, Angry Dead Guy, Hexon, Ravel, Medimalls, and Oldon. And the game has begun.
And we have the typical start here. Looks like neither team wants to go in before using all of their throwing axes. One throwing axe connecting with Hyperion's Man-at-Arms. Just had to check that I was on the right team. No flanks really going on here either. Maybe
it's just
one from the Hyperion Man-at-Arms. Very tiny one, though. Getting cut down by this Y-hander. It
Hyperion's
looks like
doing work.
It's going to be relatively even. Oh, nope, just kidding. That's not a blue guy covered in red. And Hyperion is going to pretty handedly split that up into two 2v1s and get that round.
Very nice.
All right. Let's see the next one.
Yeah. I'd like to see
Hexon?
some kind of flank. I don't believe so.
Okay, so this is Hexon. All right, so
as in
Hyperion's
Hexon,
coming out.
No. That's Hexen. Yeah.
No, that's not the same
don't
player.
Believe so.
All right, so let's see the Angry's fire pot if it's gonna hit. Because before the Super Friends Man-Arms. Oh, that's a great fire pot. That's 3 people.
Yep.
Yeah, 3
2
people there. We also do see a Shield Knight coming out from Super Friends, which I haven't seen a lot of for this tournament yet. I don't know if I've seen any. It looks like he's using the Kite Shield and Longsword. Hyperion's pushing in here. The Man-at-Arms comes in for a quick jump,
they broke
splitting
up the
into
line.
a couple of different 3v3s, and they were very easily able to handle that. None of them getting killed there.
Very nice. Full clear. Fantastic work for Hyperion. 2-0.
Nobody's done anything with the spikes yet. Nobody's done anything with the Sarlacc pit yet.
Oh, I love
they're
it.
just
when
like-
people use
No,
them.
none of
Kinda
that has
colliding.
happened as far as I've seen.
I would wish Super Friends would spread out a little bit so they stop getting fire potted in the beginning.
I agree. Yeah. Well, it looks like
maybe they actually did it. Look at that.
They're pushing
spread it
really
out a little
hard.
bit longer. Good.
Yeah, got a little bit of rotation there. Only one Super Friends
2.
getting caught by the fire pot.
Oh!
He gets hit in the middle.
Oh!
You
Just
can get
fell
caught
in.
on that one spot and just slip in without.
Oh no! And the Angry's on the back. He's getting 2 hits. He's getting 3 hits.
And
He's
there's going to
distracted.
be 3 or 4 members from Super Friends trying to turn around to deal with Angry, and that lets the rest of Hyperion push forward and very
gets a
cleanly
snaggy kill right there, but
push
it's not
in,
enough.
split them up, and cut them down.
Wow.
boy.
That was awesome. That was the flank I've been waiting for. That was fantastic.
That
Angry.
completely started
Angry.
though with the one Super Friends player falling into the middle.
Yeah.
They got really thrown off by that. I can't imagine what was they were saying in team chat. I think only one throwing axe had connected before that.
Oh, he was on fire.
Oh yes,
Yep.
one throwing axe in a fire pot, catching him on fire.
So I mean, but he's just not there. Okay, so we got the
Yeah.
big rotation
Oh,
happening
great
now.
throwing pot from Super Friends, hitting 3 of Hyperion.
Oh, man.
Super Friends making sure they don't get too close to that pit there, giving it a wide berth. And it looks like they might be able to win this one.
They're getting there. Oh, it's even now.
Yeah, they're much too spread out.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they got spread out. I was hoping with the 2v1 that was going 2 Hyperion, 1 Super Friends right near the gate that they were going to be able to win the 5v4, but they
Not
just
quite.
started focusing on the Man-at-Arms too much there, from what I could tell.
I agree. I think Super Friends was much too spread out that round. Way too much.
And the Man-at-Arms from Super Friends is pulling out the quarterstaff here as well.
Oh my.
Well, worked for
We
Quasi.
saw that yesterday from Quasi on Tempest.
Big
both
fire pot.
pots catching
Big
a little bit,
fire
I
pot.
think. One person on each team.
Ooh,
Trading
Al
a
with
1-for-1 there right away.
Al with the
I think the
kite.
Shield
Oh,
Knight,
going
he's
in.
going to fall into the center
Oh, he
again.
got kicked in. Oh,
Hyperion.
I'm thinking, I
Super
wanted to try to get
Friends.
kicked into the spikes. That would have been beautiful to see.
Oh, man. Super Friends.
This is a massacre.
This is
Hyperion.
rough.
Yeah, Hyperion just 2 of the Super Friends not with a single kill or assist to their name.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, very much so. I hate
But
to
they're
see
doing,
that.
they're trying really hard, though.
They are.
It seems like Angry's fire pots are doing much more work in the beginning. And they're staying closer. Hyperion's staying much closer to their teammates. Yeah, look, you can see they're all spread out right now.
Yeah, there
All
seems
Super
to be
Friends
only
are spread
3
out.
Super Friends
Why?
forward. The other ones are back on this platform. I think that Shield Knight wants his team to get back to there where they can force Hyperion to come up more 1 or 2 at a time. But
Yeah.
that doesn't work when 3 of your guys are pushed forward.
No, they weren't there at the same time.
Something that just happened there with that knight and one of the vanguards. They were just useless in that fight. It was as though they didn't have the numbers because they weren't taking part in it, and it was effectively a 4v6. That happened several times yesterday, and it just screws completely up everything.
Did they also go up and use the fire switch?
I don't know. I don't think they did. Even if they
Didn't
did,
matter
I
if
saw
they
a
did
ref
anything.
warning about that. I think he
They
might have
did.
just been reminding them because it might have looked like they were going up.
The fire
Fire
switch
Puff
did
from
reset.
Superfriends hitting 1 Hyperion.
Someone used it.
I didn't catch whether Angry's
Oh,
from Hyperion
Hyperion's
hit
fire
anybody.
pod gets somebody, and he gets a back turned.
Oh, man.
And he helps Medi take down Al. He gets Peasant. Oh wow, Angry.
And that's
And that was
game.
a very
All
quick
right.
match here.
First
So
map
we're
done.
gonna go ahead and have one of our refs pause the match here,
And I will
then
give you the next
randomize
map if you
and
like.
go to the next map.
What are the other 2 maps in the pool?
The other 2 maps available are Hillside Pyre and Argon's Wall.
Alrighty, Hillside Pyre 1 to 3. Argon's Wall it is.
So we're going to be playing Argon's Wall next. So if Super Friends can win this round, we are going to be going to the last round on Hillside Pyre. And I don't know if anybody in my chat has pointed out that I still have the Castle Assault image. I'm going to get that fixed. Just don't have the correct one there. So it's Ripper, after this, if you could send that to me, that'd be great.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I can definitely do that for you.
Super Friends is also asking about the siege here. They will be reminded that they are not allowed to use either the ballista, the catapult, and I believe that includes the oil pots in the middle,
Yeah.
cauldrons,
I think it's anything, because they can't use the ammo crates either.
and ammo crates, yes.
Thank you, Beef, for your...
And it looks
in-game
like
text.
Super Friends has chosen Agatha. Nice and easy. Don't have to change the
you so
teams
much.
on the top of our overlays.
Good teams.
And here we're off.
And we're off.
I have Prince Lapu in my Twitch chat saying LTS should only be on more. That Argon's Wall is gross.
Nah, Argon's Wall is fun though because
Yeah,
it makes people
I agree.
think.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I agree.
nice. It is nice to play more and get that good 5v5 across the field matchup where everybody's fighting, you know, skill based versus skill based. But I always like the addition of, you know, it's stupid, but staircases and doorways and objective points to take that are a little bit different. And especially since we're not playing with archers here, you can't run away from your team. You'll get killed 100% of the time. Not with these people. If you're in like a public TO, maybe if you're not with your friends, you can get away and sneak by. But 66 LTS melee only. If you're not with your team, you're gonna lose. It's as simple
Yes,
as
now
that.
the only thing that I sometimes don't like about Argons, we've seen teams go up to their side of the wall and then just stand there for a certain amount of time until one team finally says, okay, fine, we don't feel like waiting anymore, we'll push forward.
Ik bin Lun, I'm really sorry that we had to do that. It's up to the players. If Hyperion, they weren't okay with it, we just gotta abide by their choice. It's up to them. But I'm sure we should check your server next time, because I think you're gonna in another game. We should see if the Virginia server gives you better ping, because it's all the way on the east coast of the U.S. It should be better.
Yeah, this is Iowa server. Yeah, he would probably get much better ping on the East Coast servers. All right.
Yeah,
Second
even me, I'm
game.
on East Coast myself, and I don't get super great ping for this Iowa server. Luckily, it doesn't matter too much as I'm only streaming, not playing.
Yep.
Nice. Well, second game, Argon's Wall is about to begin. Rosters are here. And was Hyperion using a 3-knight, 2-van, 1-man-at-arms setup last map?
Yes, I think so.
think they were.
Because
I can't remember for
Now
sure.
they're using 3 vanguards.
That's interesting. Let's see what it works out. Alright, so
Yeah.
we see Hyperion working up the wall.
Can one of you two try to call out real quick
Oh.
the
This is
loadouts for each
interesting.
team here?
So we have Super Friends with a pole, a pole arm, a pole axe, excuse me,
I can
and
go through
what looks like a
Superfriends for
great
you.
sword, a man arms with a Norse, a knight with a longsword kite, and a messer knight. And then on Hyperion we have Angry with what looks like a broadsword. Some of them have their weapons away. I can't see. Actually, all of Hyperion has their projectiles right now, and I think they're about to crash into this right now.
One Hyperion player does have their maul out, also doing something different by going underneath through the center. And it looks like Superfriends has gone straight up to the wall and is now holding the donut on the top in the middle. So this is basically a standard fight now, with one team on the wall and one team pushing in from the donut.
Revel.
Oh, jeez, was there a flank there from
No, he just
Hyperion?
fell off.
Or did that guy just fall?
He literally
fell.
just fell off. Yeah.
I think he got hit by a throwing axe, which is why we saw Ravel get the kill for it.
Nice.
That completely changes it. Hyperion
Yeah.
knows that they're one player up, so they're just going to back up and let their players
move.
sit still and heal with that quick healing from Merc's mod. And they're going to be ready for a very good 6-on-5 here.
I don't know if you guys saw that, but Happiness just dodged 2 beautiful axes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was crazy. And just mathematically speaking, having 6 weapons versus 5 weapons means you're just up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Unless they get themselves into some kind of choke point, they will have the advantage. However, there are a plethora of choke points on this map. It looks like Superfriends are just going to go for that push, maybe?
They kind
I
of
would.
have to. Hyperion, I think, would be just
Oh,
more than
they
willing
jumped
to
in.
wait back.
Yep.
The Vanguard from Superfriends
Oh.
trying to jump in, I believe it was Peasant, and 2 getting cut down with that 1 halberd hit there.
Well, that was fast. Full clear.
That was
from
very
Hyperion.
quick, and that really shows you what a good engagement on 6v5 when you're not the one who's the aggressor can go.
Mm-hmm. I'm being told Happiness is actually Poppycock. So that's a fun fact. And he's apparently on Hyperion.
Clock, are you here?
Clock is here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Clock, can you deal with the stream links? There's some like spam bots in there.
I'm not a mod in that.
So
Twitch.
someone who is a mod, can you delete that link?
Yes, I will go ahead and do that in just a sec.
There.
This is on the Shiv NA3.
Ooh,
Yes.
Hyperion.
They're going
Going
through
under
the
the
tunnels.
belly.
Hyperion went through the center?
Yeah.
Yep, they're going underneath.
Superfriends went through the center as well. Are they doing the same thing?
Not that center, the lower center. Superfriends is on the top right now. and it
Superfriends
looks
went
like-
through the bottom center, though.
Playing hide and
That's
seek,
Hyperion.
guys.
No, Superfriends did it first.
Oh. So I guess they
Hyperion
kind of like
followed
passed.
them. They're having a little bit of trouble finding each other.
Yeah, they were playing around the world.
Superfriends getting caught there.
Oh, there they
go.
Way further forward than the others.
Out of position.
Oh, damn.
Still, one of being able to save one of them.
Oh, Fever. Oh, no.
Goodness.
He put up a good fight there in that corner. Oh,
Superfriends has 1 kill. Guys. Doesn't look
This-
good.
Doesn't look
Oh, jeez.
Not good.
good. Shiv, can you make me a mod too so I can do that also?
Yes, I'll
At the end of the
just
next round.
do that after this match has ended. I don't want to miss any of it. And so we have
Superfriends.
Hyperion pushing in here, taking the donut. It looks like they're going to be the aggressors this time. 2 of them kind of dropping in from those little ledges on the wall. The fire pot doing a very good amount of damage from Angry, getting
Oh,
a kill
God.
with it,
That man arm's
and
got
just
removed.
pushing Super Friends back. Owl Exterminator just holding up that shield, but when you're one of the last 2, you really can't keep that up for long like that.
Lots of weird stuff going on between these teams, but in the end, Hyperion is just cleaning up every single round. It's
Seriously.
no contest. Superfriends needs to pull a flank out of some crevasse or just, you know, take it to the face.
They've now also got 2 knights with shields, one using a Messer one-handed? Is that what I
That's
just
new.
saw?
Yeah, I
yeah.
see one longsword.
One of
And,
their
yeah,
players
you
using
are
a
correct.
Also.
Messer one-handed with a tower shield, and
Oh,
a Vanguard from
that Vanguard's-
Superfriends got completely out by
Uh-oh.
himself.
Uh-oh.
He's going to try to go onto the elevator and go down,
Oh,
and
he got on it.
barely escaped.
He did.
He escaped.
The rest of his team coming back up the stairs. They're engaging in a 5v1 here again. Not a smart idea.
I don't know if
With
he's-
the Vanguard
He's not
trying
gonna
to
get back in time.
come up the
No.
stairs, but
Oh, he
way
did.
too late.
Oh, he did a little bit. Oh,
He did a
bit too
little bit
late.
of damage. They managed to get another kill there, but that
Man.
Alright.
he was not
was-
in the fight the entire
No,
time.
that was not. But him surviving was not supposed to happen in the first place. But it was just a beautiful turn of events.
Yeah, it was a little lucky there, but
Yeah. got on it just as it was going down.
Peasant is
Little
saying
bully
instead of
thing.
going down, he went up to the 3rd floor of this map.
Yep.
Angry.
I'm happy that they finally did not, or they don't have any shields, but they have 2 man-at-arms now.
Oh, that fire was
and
good though.
Daytal getting caught out alone again. These man-at-arms
Yep.
are pushing forward. What are they doing? They cannot do these 1v5s here. And the last man-at-arms
Gosh.
is a quarterstaff, and I think he's just going to get hit off the wall here, and he's going to
got
die
it.
if that
He's
happens.
got this. Oh, there's a secret. Oh!
Oh! Surprise kill from Peasant.
That was a nice
Surprise
little move
elevator.
from Peasant. Did he come up the elevator there?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was interesting to watch. I missed him coming up the elevator.
Please don't make that into a
there's-
GIF.
That was
I
beautiful.
don't think there's
I
too
saw
much cohesion going on and talking into TeamSpeak for them.
I saw all of that. That was gorgeous. Someone needs to
beautiful.
make that into a GIF.
I am disappointed that I missed that surprise elevator attack. Superfriends going through the bottom middle here. Did Hyperion go up on the wall?
I think so. Yes, they're in the center right now.
Superfriends went up the tunnel to the staircase to Hyperion's side. So they just switched sides on the wall, and it's going to turn back into the same thing, one attacking from the donut and one attacking from the wall.
Donut.
Don't
I like
know.
that.
One of the players from Superfriends fell, though, and he's going to be coming up the back.
Oh.
I don't know if Hyperion's going to see him, but by the time he gets here, I don't know if
Oh,
he's
one
gonna
fell
be
off.
useful.
Oh!
Oh!
He's able to hit them once in the back with the brandy, but the rest of his team is
Two
already
fell off.
cut down.
Oh,
He's
another
got
one
1v2,
falls.
and
That was
they
just
just got completely cut down.
Oh my gosh. That was scary. How many of them died from falling? Like 2?
I see 3 bodies on the floor there.
Oh!
I don't know whether they got knocked off after they died or they died when they fell. I got Superfriends coming back up onto their side of the wall. Hyperion looks like they went up to theirs, pushing into the donut a little bit more quickly. Superfriends is going to hold back and maybe even go into the tunnel down to the center. That fire pot only catching 2 of them. And they might try to just keep
hanging
it so
out.
Hyperion can't push forward all at the
I
same
mean, yeah,
time.
they can heal. Oh, we got some kicks going on here.
We have 1 Knight and a Vanguard staying up on the wall,
Oh,
while
they
the
come
rest
from
of
They're pushing
Hyperion
up.
goes
Hyperion's
down
coming
into
inside.
the bottom of the donut.
Oh,
TK from
Team kill with the
Superfriends.
maul,
oh no.
trying to catch
Happiness.
this tunnel fight, but they're going into that little side room, and
Yeah.
there's no room to maneuver there. Sure,
was
they
a
can.
mistake.
The Hyperion can only go in 1 at a time on them, but when you can't move and
Oh.
you swing in that hallway or room and hit your teammates with the maul, Mercsmod has.
Doesn't work out.
We are playing with full friendly fire here, and that
Yep.
really shows.
Well, good game, I think. 14-0 total score. Hyperion
I mean,
wins.
Not for nothing. That was a good game. I
Yeah.
wish that it was a little bit more even. I would like to see Superman
Yeah.
friends stay in the tournament and do better, and
Me too.
hopefully we can get Bin Laden in there and play. But we'll see.
Yeah, they had a great game yesterday. I was really expecting them to show up, though I had not seen Hyperion's performance in the tournament, so I didn't know what to expect. I didn't think they would get utterly steamrolled.
That was a bit much. It was a bit one-sided.
Yeah, yeah, definitely so.
What do you think they could have done differently, though? I felt like they were.
Oh, a lot.
I felt
A
like
lot.
Super Friends was not like there's a lot of things, but I felt like they weren't staying cohesive. They were kind of spreading out a little bit too much.
Mm-hmm.
Getting caught a couple times. People fell down. Like you gotta like watch those corners. You can't be falling down. But they tried good. It was good to see like a relatively newer clan just get in there.
Yeah, and I mean, they only have experience playing together yesterday.
Yeah.
They might have practiced
Yeah.
a little bit within the last week and a half since their team was put together. I'm unsure of that.
But they tried. I know it's good to see that happen. I like that. I like that this game's still being 3 years old and not all the way still amazingly supported by the devs, and it's still held aloft by like us and all the people that come up and show up
Absolutely.
and still want to try. So like the Super